Jesus, come now. Right. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm going to share it right now. Pindai tone. Okay. Live on advocate page. Okay. Okay. There we go. You guys. Oh yeah, I've got the earphones. Then I can't pick up my earphones. What's up, guys? What's up? Pindai. Tishiko pano. Hey, Wilbert, Ndeipi yako. Muri boy Nkala.
What's going on?
What happened to this guy?
I don't know.
No, hi guys. Ellen Ndeipi yako. Taps. Zoka Shamwar. You have to come back in. Sarun Ndeipi yako sha. Yeah, pana sitine topic here. Did you manage to share to those groups? Guys, what's up?
Find you where you are live. I can't find you.
I'm live on my page. Okay, no, don't worry. That's right. Okay, Tapiwa Zokasha. Ndeipi you guys. Hi guys. Okay, there he comes. All right. I should have tagged you guys to say Ndeipi. Yeah. Perfect. I think I should rearrange. Guys, what's up? Topic iripo nasi manjega.
You know I can see.
Tapiwa pane zvawaita takunzwa ma echoes.
Okay. Can you hear me?
That's right. Broach? Oh, I think do.
No. I did have my volume. I've turned it off.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you. Definitely, we can hear you. Okay, guys, what's up, guys? Topic my own. Casey, hi, Broach. Okay, Timbo highlight my money greens. Anzina Wilbert Nkala, hi, hello. Ellen Masunda. Tingakushaiwa tinovhara page. Sarudzai Musekiwa Ndeipi yako sha. You look beautiful, by the way, gorgeous. Anzielo Casey na Broach. Saliwe, watomuka. Are you at work? Uribo. Ma admin edu guy. Muri kuchengetere chinhu chedu kuseru. Good morning, Tarara pano. Aiwa marara mukamuka. Ndakudza kuti mende munorara. Mamanya here nhasi. Zviri sei aiwa pana iripo sha. Yeah. Share yakakuningirine Saliwe share yakakune rimwe group rako riya group redu riya. Vanhu vanzwe message panapa. Tigadzirise toda kugadzirisa nyika panapa. You see, that's what we're trying to do. Toda kugadzirisa Zimbabwe. What's up guys? Hey, masvika. Aiwa nzi tasvika linjani. Sikona linjani kona ngapo Casey and Broach. Munhu anoda Casey na Broach yeyu. My way chiera special. My tatsikwa pano nhasi manje nhasi takuvigirai mutakunanzva. Hello guys. Hello. Anzi Ketina flasha comments zangu. Okay, hi Ketina sending love from my house. Hey, manje. Mangu magara mune rudo kudzara manje muchandiguta gore rino. Urukubasa aiwa you can still unongobiridzira tuma 2 minutes so pitangeka 2 minutes kekuba kanonaka manje kekubiridzira kanonaka manje guys kekubiridzira
I was like I have to do this it was so awesome.
Uchita uchimbonzvenga vana so uchita kekubiridzira kamwe kaya nice. All right guys, thank you so much. Yes, iri bochia chiroka share ka 15 azvina basa izvi inonyaya yakapenga manje. All right guys, so we are here. I've got I'm just going to remove this. I've got Tapiwa here with us, and as usual inini panapa ndakazviti advocate because andidutaura zita rangu. And then Broach, the lady with the English accent ya queen. Hey, muchatijairira zvenyu. Good to see you guys. It's actually 8:49 p.m. in Auckland, in New Zealand. And Tapiwa, you can say hi to the viewers and tell them where you are, who you are, how old you are, and how many dogs and cats you've got.
I'm Tapiwa, Ndetwa Tapiwa, and I'm in Melbourne. It's 18:45 in the evening, and it's nice to join you guys. Tombo, taura nyaya dzinofadza, tichibatsirana semaZimbabweans kudai. And andina imbwa, andina cats, andina gonzo. Asi ndine mapoto nemaplates.
Aruda mukadzi.
Okay.
Panozipa panapa. Hanzi KC kwa huskurara here KC. Guys, you know what? It's 8:50 p.m. over here. Pandaita live ye 6 hours nasi takanakirwa nezuro. Thank you so much to everyone who made it to the live last night. Isusu we just go with the flow. This page tiripo pakuvakana not pakuputsana. Ndosaka ndichiandiri in different colors and shapes. Ndinoya ndisina kugeza, ndinoya ndisina kukwesha meno, ndinoya aiwa ndakasunga kaduku. Right, Hanzi, what's going on? Guys, where are you from? I am in New Zealand, he's in Australia, she's in the UK. Can you imagine? Imagine. Tiri scattered all over this page. Very everywhere. There is one of our admins is in Bulgaria, one is in Sweden. So I like to have people stationed in different places. Hi Tapiwa. Hanzi, hi Tapiwa.
Hi Martha, how are you?
Good people, Hanzi, we are good. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Ndepiako Precious Matangasha. I'm just gonna greet people for the next few minutes. Chango Flash.
Hi, Samzai.
Yes. Hey, Abo.
Nomaluba.
What's up, you? Hello, good people. Tari, Ndepiakosha. So good to see you. Oh my goodness. Tapiwa hands. That's this here. Look at that one.
Precious, not this morning. Not this morning, honey.
Not this morning, is it?
Good morning. Good to see you. Yengo, I said to Aquila.
I need a tissue. I can't even laugh. My makeup, I am on a talk to the presenters
But now you're still continuing.
Now Wilbert Nkala is 10:50 a.m. It's just it's 8:50 p.m. in New Zealand, Melbourne, Australia, different states. Yeah.
18:50.
Now mine is 9:52 a.m. in England. UK.
Wow, Lord, we just thank you for another day that you've made. Mona, different time zones. I don't know how God created this. It's amazing. It's beautiful. We just want to thank you, Lord, and bless this platform. Bless this topic that we're going to discuss. It's quite a controversial topic, and just brace up and fasten your seatbelts, guys. The honest truth is, feel uncomfortable, whether it's in platforms or wherever. It's okay. Let's just say things as they are. Hi Ketina, tiripo atidi kupfurwa amupfurwe nechinu amupfurwe nechinu. And this topic is actually leading us to discussing the other topic and time. Okay. Kuti tichazodiscuss takauya sei mudiaspora, but nhasi todangotaura kuti here's our topic, guys. Zimbabweans, do we support each other or take it as a joke and laugh when someone is in trouble, when someone has an issue? Do we support each other or take it as a joke when someone has a problem or when someone has an issue? That's the question for today. And there's a reason why we are discussing this topic today. vanhu vakawanda tinozviziva kuti okay guys, we're gonna stop about this nyankology. This today we're not here for that. Tatoya ne topic here quite a sensitive issue, and we're gonna just switch over now and jokes aside, this is really serious. And I think if you look at Tarisa around Zimbabwean platforms akawanda, you realize kuti vanhu hatina kubatana Zimbabweans. And before I say too much, I'm just gonna hand you over. Pane ndikuzvinzwa from somewhere. Do you want to just turn down your device? I think I can check or not, Indian. It's you, Broch. Okay.
It's all.
Yeah, but okay. So, all right, over to you, Tapiwa. And I think Panama words that Angashanisa could describe what Zimbabweans are like. We are mean to one another. We are disrespectful with the things that we do to each other. They are disgusting. They are nasty. And I think that's why we are here to discuss this controversial topic. As Zimbabweans, do we support each other when someone is in trouble? Or when we see that someone is having problems, or when someone presents to you, confides in you and says, hey, this is what I'm going through, do we support each other? Kanakuti, we actually laugh at that person and take it as a joke. Over to you, Tapiwa.
Thank you, guys. Good morning, good evening. I think it's an issue at Tukutarandas. It's a touching issue. Yakuti, whereby we as Zimbabweans, we don't support each other very well. Yakuti, if a person like how we are any problem, Kuti, it can be relationship problems, it can be work problem related, it can be something to do with medical. We as Zimbabweans, we don't support each other. We pretend to listen to what the other person is saying. But as soon as Munya turn back, we start laughing. Kuti, ndogona kukuudza confide newe kuti what we are talking stays between us. But then, as soon as Munya turn back, you start telling other people my problem or someone's problem. Whereby, in the society, I can give an example between Aswanatema and Nevanu Churungu. Right? Mune churungu kamuudza ukaenda une problem. Could I've got a problem. He's happy to listen to what you're saying and anokupama avenues on ways to assist you. Afaka kuda kukuseka kana kukudzikisira pasi, but he will try to help you in every means that they can. And there are certain insensitive issues. It can be in a group. You see, Kutichi, mu group raunenge uriro vanhu vese kana fanga vechirungu vakabatwa nenyaya yacho, they open up kuti thank you very much, waita sei wandibatsira, oh there is my business card, there is my number, get in touch, you can help each other. Whereas us Zimbabweans, the moment dauya wakundiseka kandi wakusekwa nevanhu vese as if hausida kundibatsira, but when you are in trouble ndopaunozida kuti ndikubatsire. Saka, that's where the problem is, and I think we need to address this. By the end of the day, after we finish, we can help each other as Zimbabweans, or as Vanuatema, Kubatsirana, Kuchingaite say. I think that's where I stop.
All right, Broch.
Hello and good morning to everybody all over the world. And today, this morning, this day the Lord has given us is very important to us today. We just chose how do we relate to each other as Zimbabwean people in our community as diasporas. It's really quite interesting from my own personal experience. We tend to be so detached to ourselves, and then we tend to be isolated. We tend to be so unhelpful. But like my own experience, I've always welcomed anybody who comes along. And when people are struggling, people tend to find that funny. And people find it to not encourage each other to do the right thing. And I'm going to just touch an example of domestic violence. Pane vanhu vanonyatsoziva kuti hanzi baba yavo vanorowa mukadzi. You know what somebody told me? Sikati hanzi ndokuroorwa kwachona ikoko. You know, I just went mental. And I said, excuse me? We are living in this day, in this era. You tell me this is marriage when somebody's getting beaten up and you go to church and encourage that person to stay in that marriage. How could you? How could you sleep at night when you're saying things like that? It's unacceptable. Do you know how damaging is it for the kids? We grew up seeing domestic violence in the streets, and you come here, you say it's okay. It's not okay. It's time to talk about it, to do something about it as a whole. And then I had to emphasize that church, when you go, you need to start talking about domestic violence in church to say it needs to stop. And people need to realize that it's not acceptable. And there's a fear, they can't talk about their own friends because you know, those kind of stuff, and they're making people are walking around depressed. Here in England, we have a high rate of suicide. We have a high rate of depression and anxiety. And people are in denial, you know, and people are not very supportive. And I'm telling you right now, we need to come together as a community, especially I find us women, we are so engrossed in this kind of dynamics, and we accept it's okay. You know, this racist issues going. Who the hell are you to make that decision for your own child? You are in a foreign country. Where are you going to find that black person who's going to marry your child who's so perfect? And there's so many crimes committed. Never church, and it's so embarrassing. Some of them is so embarrassing. It's shocking, actually, from those people. So there is no that, you know, if you're going, I find church, that's where you find solace, you find a community, you find to be loved. But it turns out to be that's where all these my husband called the Christians are more hypocritical than any other, somebody who would just go to the pub and drink beer. That's what they do. They call me, oh, brush, I go to church because I go to my Methodist church in my local community. And what's that got to do with anybody? But I still pray for the same God. They still come in my house when they want help. They still come into my house. They still ask for advice and I give it to them. But if you don't give them what they want, they cast you out. And I'm like, I'm okay with that because I can stand up for myself. But it's not that the other people who really, here in diaspora, you know, you spend like nearly a month, you're never talking to anybody. Nobody calls you, nobody say anything. But just dropping dead for days. And you're like, oh my goodness, I should have called that person. I should have said hello when they see them at work. You go say, you know, are you okay? Are you okay? People find very offensive. They think that you're trying to pry to their own business. But no, genuinely, I'm asking for you to just offload because life is tough out there. And I have so many people say, but you know, thank you so much for being there. You're so encouraging. You're so kind. You're just you. You don't judge. I said, who am I to judge you? You're just a human being God made, and you come through my path for a reason. Somebody comes through your path for a reason. They don't need to knock on your door. You can meet them anyway. They come through your path for a reason. You need to be kind, supportive, encouraging, and loving. And listen. Listen. Judge Judy, you're not a judge. Judge Judy. I used to do it with my sister. And that was wrong. That is wrong. Sit down and love each other. You know, life is not a joke. Life is not a joke at all. And we're all grown-ups. You need to be nice, you need to be kind. But when we come to the adult world, there's so mean and conspiracy, which is despicable, you know? But we teach our children to be nice and kind and to be including, and we teach them to go to church. Jesus loves everybody. And then we go about and tell them different, when we act differently. Your children will exactly do the same thing if you don't break the cycle. We are building our children's future. They are our leaders of tomorrow, wherever they are. Look at Obama. Where does he come from? Wherever they are our leaders of tomorrow. They are going to make our community. They're going to make this place burn on fire to be marvelous, to be good citizens. That's what we're looking for. So, I'm so passionate about. Please, let's love each other. Let's not be complacent. Let's not just talk. It's just so dead. That's why market. You know? This is what you've done so let's do, you know, let's do it this way. You won't know what I that's what they say, like what you say to people, and they so encourage each other. It doesn't matter who do status. I gotta say you choose a status, any degree, any boarding school. Stuff your faith in that. It's got nothing to do with anything. You are a humanitarian. Every individual should be a humanitarian peacemaker. That's what you are on earth. To bring people together, to be a salvation for somebody's heart. That's your job. What is without any degree? So what's that got to do with anything? You know, let's come together as one. Stop it. So I might go ahead and speak all day. Think of it. You know?
Point taken. Point taken of what you've said, right? Kuti whether wakadzidza anzi pane inonzi kuti some of you might be book smart, yeah, but when it comes to actual life itself, auziye all about life.
No.
Bozi pane makafunda. But when it comes to life, they know what life is. Life is not about anzi, so what I've got this, I've got that. Kana hama yako ya uya, ichida kukubatsira iwewe, ichikumbira rubatsiro. Ask questions, mubvunze kuti chiri kunetsa chii. Pane kuzoti amangwana zingonzi munhu wewe akazokubatsira achida rubatsiro, committed suicide. Unoita, you know, you feel kuti you regret this for the rest of your life. Kuti I would have saved a life. Yeah, I can give you an example. There are men out there, a lot of men out there.
True.
Vanenge vakaabuswa in the society, and those men are scared to come forward to tell kuti, guys, this is my situation, because they're scared of people end up laughing at them. Saka, it's about helping each other. Kwete kuswera tichisekana. Kusekana kuna chimwe chinobatsira nazvo kuti unoseka hama yako. Asi unodobatsira mumwe munhu asiri hama yako, asi hama yako yauya kuda kubatsira kwauri. Woita zvomuseka. I don't think we as Zimbabweans, we need to improve ourselves. Look on my platforms. Toswera tichiwanzana tichitarisana zvinodibatsira rese panoti vakani. Look at the situation in Zim. We need to come up with those situations. Twitter say, right? Tobatsirana say. Situation mwakwafirwa tobatsirana say, come up with ideas. Panoswera chichisekana pasina kubatsirana. And I think we need to improve on that.
Thank you, guys. Ininanguka, I agree with everything that you said. Just so you guys know, if you want to join in and be part of this platform right now, or of the panel, I've put I've pinned the link for Streamyard down there. All you need to do is go through your phone or your device and connect with us and come in. Broach, you're very busy there. Turn down your volume, please.
Yeah, I'm trying to switch it off on my phone. You're on Facebook. If you go on Facebook, there's a mic to switch off. Mine, I don't have that, and it's getting to my nerves now.
Okay, just come out of your phone until Rugusha answer your other device.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, I mean, you can just reduce the volume from your phone or something. You know, Facebook, apana. I don't think so. You just have to reduce your volume from the side of your phone. When it's Samsung, I think. But anyway, where was I? Okay. So if you want to join us, guys, you just use that link. That's the Kelvin Santana. I know hi brother. I know you're here in New Zealand. I'm just gonna mute you, Broach, for now. You guys, if you want to join in, just use the link here, Papo, and come in. Okay, there's still an interference. Do you have a device with you there, bro? No? Mune device? Tapiwa?
No, No, I'm using my phone.
Oh, okay. Okay. Saka, all right. All right. So, nyaya iri panapa tataura tikati topic yedu ndeyekuti Zimbabweans, do we support each other or take it as a joke and laugh when someone has got an issue? The truth is no, we don't. Izvezvi zvatoteta paplatform iyo yaadvocate KC, people are actually pane vamwe vari kutonongoneka izvozvo kuti voya vovhara sei page panapa because the things that we are doing here, the way we do things here, it's never been heard of. Majera competition, you like comparing, you like competing people against one another. I'm just gonna mute you guys until we know who's talking next, and that's actually really, really, really sad. I find it disgusting. I find it utterly disgusting. How vanhu munofamba muchida kudirirana majecha, unoda kudirira munhu jecha akaita kunge KC kuti hanzi zvaita sei. It's honestly, and tiri mukarudzwai, Zimbabwe yachona inonaka sei, isusu pachezvedu, we are failing to unite as people or as individuals. We can't even unite with our own inner selves. And then you expect to times uchafamba iwe utogadzirisa sei nyika yacho, ndo pamoda kufamba muchidiscussa politics everywhere. The politics has to start within you. Unogadzirisa nyika kubva mauri iwewe, nyika iri mauri iwewe yakamira sei. You know, izvezvi ndichitaura ndiri panapa pane mumwe ari kutopinda neghost account achida kunzwa kuti Ketina ari kuita nezvei nhasi kuitira kuti tende tinotengesa uko. You know what, guys, that needs to stop. A lot of jealousy and envy. My daughter, I remember Chitanzi, do not compare women against each other, to compete against each other. Why do we do that, especially vakazi yokutanzi kukundura? There's one thing that I'm really grateful, and where did that grace come from? Yekuti pano isusu trukuti, we are going to welcome anybody, people of any color, whether auya nekaduku pa platform ino apana munhu anoseka. And I think when you saw my live from this morning yataita nasi, the live yatahosta nasi, vanhu vauya nezvimadhuku zvavo, inini ndauya ndakapfeka gown rangu nemapijama angu nechidhuku changu ndisina kugeza, and people started vatanga kuda kunhonga nhonga vanhu. You know what, just be you, just be yourself. Don't compare your life with anyone else. Mawaniro akasiyana, tese takabva kuZimbabwe. Zimbabwe yakaoma, tinozviziva, chakatunza kuno tinochiziva. There is no reason why ndofa kuti ndinge ndichiya panapa ndakaisa red lipstick all the time, when deep down ndiri kunyatsonzwa kuti nhasi handisikuda kuisa red lipstick. Right now I felt like I really want to do it. Right? Ndanyatsonzwa kuti nhasi ndoda kumbonyatsouya ndakanyatsorova bobo because ndaswera masikati ese, you know, ndakalaser zvangu. So let's just allow people to be themselves. I've been here in New Zealand for over 13 years. And I have to tell you, from the whole process, New Zealand, there's probably one family, they've been constantly there. They come. The little that they can get from you, that's why they'll stick around. Just for that. As soon as they get what they want from you, season yatopera, votanga kukuchera. People you come and you kiss, they'll kiss you with one side of their lips and then they bite you with another. And for that reason, guys, we just have to see my platforms at what are we learning from there? Okay, what are we getting from there other than comparing and kundurana nekupreza things that are really not helping our nation? It's time for us to actually encourage one another. Ghost accounts panapa, people from other platforms. This is the time for us to change. And I know say don't try that here. And I know people have already tried, but don't do that here. I'm not here to try and get anything from anybody, neither are the people that are working with me from behind the scene and my admins and Oshanda now. We don't want to get anything but just that needed change. How are we going to do that? No. There are things that I can do, that we can do, Broch and Tapioa can do, Reggie and Mark and all the other people that we work with, Vanna Lewis and everyone. There are things that we can do that you guys, you can't. You know, you know, people spend years and years because competition. where people spend years achikombera kuti uyu awana degree ne-honors nenonda kuti unoitawo rangu degree. Madegree acho muri mumaturika mumba muchishandisa mari dzisipo. Yet behind the scenes you are suffering. Bill Gates, makambonzwa kuti hanzi akaita honors kupi kana PhD kupi? Nothing. Ngatipanane mazano. So guys, feel free to come to this platform. I'm not here to campaign, but kuti uyai mutipe mazano kuti ndedzipinyadza moda kuti titaurane as Zimbabweans kuitira kuti tiite kuti nyika yedu ive zviri nani. Nyika yedu inotanga neni as me, you as you. Fix yourself. Be in a position yokuti kana munhu akauya achikubva kuti how are you? Unotaura chokwadi kuti I'm not okay. And somebody actually says, sister, tell me what's going on. You know, I'm here for you. And mean it. You all know that I went through some really crappy seasons last year. But for me to get up, it was because ndakauya pa Facebook, pa social media nini. And the reasons why I relied on social media as my family is because makaona staira dzine family yangu. I don't have family. If ever people had ever wondered, why does KC only never ever post anything about her father or like brothers and sisters? Once in a while I would, but not constantly. So you don't know people's stories, you don't know their backgrounds, you don't know how much people have suffered, you don't know how much people are covering in their closets until you talk to them. But kuti munhu ataure newanhu fanga achikutrust. Muupenyu tine ma-confidence. Ini nangu ndakaona ma-confidence angu kuti pane vanhu vokuti ndakaona no matter how much ro ndikamamira sei vanhu ivavo vanoti KC tinofamba newe. How are you KC? Wamuka sei nhasi? Chiro ndikashandisa that F word risingade kunzuka randakatanga kugona kushandisa last year. KC will be here for you, even if it just means listening. So what type of a Zimbabwean are you? That's the question I have right now. What type of a Zimbabwean are you? What type of an African are you? Are you that kind of African that is just there to compare people, to compete with people, to undermine others, to oppress others, to dim the lights of other Zimbabweans so that you think yours can shine brighter? Think about it, and I'll hand you over to Broch or to Tapiwa. Because in New Zealand, we've got snakes in New Zealand. We've got pythons here. In New Zealand, we have pythons, and I'm saying it with passion because I've gone through a lot of crap in here in New Zealand. And you try to reach out to your fellow Zimbabweans. What do? What do they do? They use you as their snake. Tea. When they're having their morning tea, you will be their bread, you'll be their snack during that tea time. Instead of people coming together, kufunga, what should we do? You know? So let's come together as Africans, Zimbabweans especially. I'm going to mention Zimbabweans mainly because Zimbabweans, we are the most divided nation in this entire world. I have to say this. If anything has to go to Wikipedia right now about Zimbabwe, it's the most divided nation in the world. Even on social media, have you ever seen Ghanaians unduraring each other? Have you ever seen Congolese unduraring each other here? Have you? Stop it! Stop it, Zimbabweans. And I'm saying this, we just actually decided to come tonight, New Zealand time, this morning, Zimbabwean time, to say, and this Vindicha mention my pages. Kukoko vanamukoma masimba regedzai zvokudira majecha muvanhu ndichatora muzita nhasi ana maititi hatidi kutsvaga mari nekuundura vanhu ndotaura nani ana sisimeli I know you're doing great deeds over there ndakatangira bachelorate yangu kwamuri ikoko please ngatirambe ichita zvinhu zvinovakana mumapages edu vamwe vese everyone else who follows all these pages dzekuti hanzi unoenda muchida kunokonzera madivisions stop it ngatibatanei as Zimbabweans tivake nyika yedu. Let's come together as Africans, as a continent, and try and do something that can actually make it you will continue being used as guinea pigs because you behave like pigs. That's why. White people will come up with vaccines and use as guinea pigs because you behave like pigs. You think like pigs. You need to stop Zimbabweans. Anyway, let me mute myself. Someone take over.
I think Ketina, you're right. Guinea pigs because we always want to be a charity case. You're always exaggerating kuti une nhamo dzinogara dzakaita nhamo dzisingapere. Nhamo dzacho dzakaita sedzingapere idzodzo dzisingapere hanzi nini ndine ma-problems ndine ma-problem all the time. So when people want to give you stuff, they might give you the wrong thing because you're a pain in the ass, you know? Injection and you come out the wrong one. Do you know what I mean? Because you're always seeking. Help yourself to help you. You know, you have to help yourself. And then I'm sick of people when they want something, they want to overload their own diarrhea on you. I'm not a public toilet. Please, don't ring me. Don't ring my phone. You know, you need to start thinking about why are you in that situation in the first place and help yourself. And then talk about Rosha Kanaga. And then I'm trying to discover for you to discover yourself because I had to do that. I came here in England when I was 20 years old. I was a baby when I was 20 years old, but I had matured. And I had to live in a foreign community. They always ask me to go out. Do you know what I mean? When I haven't even done anything because I stood by my own core values. The reason why I was in the plane to come here, that's what I stuck to. Because everybody went wild those years, everybody went wild, but I stuck to myself. What's that got to do with this? It's my vagina. I can sleep with anybody I want. What is your problem? You know, if special men can already single, they want to use you. That spirit, it's awful. You need to stop it as well. Stop using your own women. Have respect and dignity for them. You don't want to have anything to do with them. You know, and they go spreading all those vicious rumors. But all the time, parasite, and they come to you, but you does something, and they hate you for it. They just pass through you. They just pass through you. The other thing as well, when they're so judgmental, I made a decision to go out with a white guy. It was, did you know, and that was racist in Varungu. One racist in Ochkisa, Munoku Zimbabwe, and racist in the churu, which get a flat. Do you go? I'm saying, Hansi, hey, so come to talk that hey, that's just so unbelievable. What unbelievable to who? Who are you? Jesus. Even Jesus spread love all over the world. He was not restricted to any specific place. Why are you marrying this white man? What's up to do with anything? You know? It's lost. There's nothing. There's hypocrisy. My rules and regulations. Contained, you know, we are contained by the rules and regulation. Kuti ungo conform as muzinsinaka nekukwana kwese. Unongo conform as muzinakwa he ngatidai, he baba mkuru vakazote, he baba mnini vakazote. Those kind of stuff, and you cannot be yourself. Be yourself, learn to be yourself, to liberate yourself, to find yourself, to do something that is productive with yourself. That's a waste of time. You're wasting your life. You need to be productive. You know, go and find a hobby, learn something new for yourself so that you feel happy about it. You feel happy about it. And why? Kuna degree rekutsvaira kumba kuti mumba mupenye kuti muite kuti ngai ndiana kaenda kuna degree rekutsvaira mumba ndiana kaenda degree anzi munhu ngaabikirwe sadza ndiana nita degree rekubikira vanhu sadza every day anzi koyo munhu ndikati listen, I don't do that. Inina ndakataura munhu nyeku iron, I don't iron anymore. I don't clean my house anymore. That vigorously obsessive yeye. And then vanhu vanoya vachikujudge because anzi hey vanhu vaya vanetsvina tese munhu kana zvawakapfeka. Who are you? Jesus, I'm going to dress code. Jesus never had a dress code kuchurch. Hanzi munhu uya wakapfeka zvawakaita. Hanzi varume vanzi vakadzi musapfeke mini hanzi nokuti hazvina kumira zvakanaka. Hey! Now you need to control yourself. Kana munhu wakurambidza kuti vanhu hanzi musapfeke. Church munhu anongoenda. You don't judge kuti hanzi akapfekei. Hey, hanzi zvitombo asikanaka zvakatooma. Zvimwe zviso hazvidi kutomboita kuti munongoya makadai so. Unombogadza, uchimbogadzira, uchididi. What if it's not for me? Even I already put makeup, this is only lipstick. I already do that. Because I don't find it very necessary. Because I'm beautiful. God gave me this, all this, and it's all oozing with juice. You know? And I brush my teeth and I smile. When I smile, people are like, wow, bro, you're so lovely. I said, bring it on. Bring it on. Lipstick, so what's the point? What's the point? Beauty comes from within. If you are happy with yourself, usina kutakura nyaya dzevanhu, usina kutakura kuvenga kwevanhu, usina kutakura kushora kwevanhu. You know, and there's an expectancy. Yokuti kana uri Zimbabwean, you have to work to behave a certain way. And I'm not sure what kind of expectancy is that. And you have to behave in a certain way. Yeah? Saka mubofanira kuita zvimwe zvinhu ndikati nini please inini angundisiyewo zvangu. I do whatever feels right. This is what is very interesting. You know, my husband is white, right? Tombo invite romance, tombo end. And it's no time. Do you know what I mean? We do romance dances once I brought okay. That's my husband. You know, I'm feeling him. You know, because I'm showing love. You wanna go around they don't have that romance, and you have to think about it. That's a problem. Broch is in love. She's always drunken in love. Why won't you do the same? You know, and you join in as a group. Why did you go to that party? You know, you went there for the entertainment. I do people watching. You need to lose weight anyway.
Okay. Like what Brosh Ratauraka, it's you cannot change someone, right? You cannot change. The only person who can change themselves is yourself. Right? Kana urimunu anoda kuita zvemakua. Upenyu wako ufambe.
Oh, true.
Yeah, God will never bless you. Boss urumuna anokonzeresa. Yeah, urumuna anokonzeresa panema situations. That's why certain people at the end of the day get manoita zvekudzingwa nevamwe. Unoona vanhu vakumwa kudistance kuti they're a bad person, which is something that we don't want to do. Kuti at the end of the day mu community unopesa wakuzikana nevanhu nehunhu hwako. But unofana kuzikana mu community with the good things that you do as an individual. Support one another. Give advice to one another. As Zimbabweans, we want to see kuzakubudira kwemwako ka kukuridzira nyika yedu sema Zimbabweans. Not kutarisira munhu pasi. Munhu akada unonyengwa nemurungu, that's your choice. Akada unonyengwa nemuZambian, that's your choice. You cannot make a choice for someone else. Zvakafanana kana une mukadzi wako ukaona munhu achida azviwanira munhu wake akuya advice, ari kuya kuzonzwa kuti kuda kukubatsira, kwete kuti ada kuti umujudge on certain topic kana certain issue anayo. Boss kana ukaona munhu auya kwauri unofana kubatsira. Listen to what that person is saying. Listen first. Kana wateerera ka wozotaurawo uchibatsira, kwete kumudegrade like what we Zimbabweans do. Let's embrace each other. Let's support each other. Ukanzwa kunzi apa parikupinza vanhu mabasa, shamwari yapano kuwanda kwedu semaZimbabweans on one company the better. Boss zvinotiparemedzera not kuti wapinzwa pabasa watangata makuwa wada kubudisa munhu anenge akupinzisa basa. That's wrong. God will never bless you. Mwari akukomborere. Saka guys, put in your thoughts, put in your ideas. We want to hear. Give us the stories out there. What's happening out there so that we can help each other. That's all I can say.
Tapiwa, I like that one. You know, in a staff neska. So most of my healthcare support workers, some of them the males, and I had this issue. Seriously, this guy, Oku Zimbabwe, came to me starting saying, "I'm your brother. You need to give me long breaks. You know, you need to do. Let me do this. You know, we're not allowed. It's a forensic unit. You're not allowed any devices in the unit. And then I need my phone charging. Hey, blah blah. He was harassing me, really harassing me. Because you know, this is my workplace. You have to listen to me. I'm the nurse in charge. I have to do what you have to do what I need to tell you. I have to allocate breaks. It's 30 minutes, and it takes 40 minutes, 50 minutes. My observations, he dodges them. I think when I'm gonna die that phone. Did you know what? And I'm gonna tell you one thing for nothing. I don't have a brother in my life. I don't. And this is my workplace, and I work so hard to be where I'm here right now. And number 3, I came from Zimbabwe in a plane in Air Zimbabwe those days on my own, one out of the village, okay? And I'm the one of those village in my family. We are 2 of us here, and that's it. So you can forget it if you're gonna come in here and detect what I can and I can't do. I do not care how many, whatever you are or what position you've been there before. This is my workplace, and I cherish this, and I work so hard for this. So get out of my face. And I went to tell to my manager, I said, get rid of this man right now before I do something stupid. I need him off my ward, and I am not messing about because he's so rude, disobedient, and obnoxious and nasty, and I do not tolerate that. Do you know that guy went out? I can eat it. Bro, she's so nasty. She's so rude. She's this. And she gets on the varungu. I don't care. You come to my workplace. You need to behave yourself and do your job and go home. I don't come on your doorstep to say hello to you, to bring you to work. No, I don't do that. But please, when it's work, you need to do it. And I'm not talking about Zimbabwe, but I still language, words. You know, and my patients are talking about paranoid. Like, guys, you need to speak English so that people know and understand what you're talking about. You talk to it behind the back, my break. And say, most people thought I don't even speak Shona. They thought I don't even hear it. They got to listen. I know Shona in and out. So don't even try that. Be professional at all times. You know, you come to work and degree. We're just doing this for England does not have any verification of who. They don't even care how your degrees are. You are a healthcare support worker. That is your job title. Do it and off your degree in your house, and that's it. And it happens quite a lot, especially men. They think they can undermine women. They think we don't have some rights. They think we cannot be in any position to tell a man what to do because our job roles have changed. They used to but now it's even more better than it was before. Band 6, band 7, and they're getting a shock in their pants. Wait a say, I can't believe you know, this is reality. Tables have turned, you know, and life is changing. Anybody can get the job they want, and so what? So I said, don't get excited. Don't get you know, far out. I've come in. I'm a band 6 and I'm doing my job and be happy for me. And the total roll up shift. The total pay. The total. I'm not pay. Next time I'm coming to you know.
Okay. Can I speak?
Okay,
Yes,
just hang on, guys. Just hang on. Okay, sorry. So thank you so much. There's so many people that have joined us, and sorry I haven't actually welcomed you. So yes, everyone will have a chance to speak. So I've got Masafinyas Corner here who's just joined us, and I've got oh, you came out. I've got Sally's World. Saliwe Kwananzi, she's here as well, and I've got conversation with Tendes. Tendes is here as well. Tapiwa and Broch, we've been here since the start of these conversations. So thank you so much for joining us, guys. And as I've already introduced the topic, we said Zimbabweans or Africans, do we support each other or take it as a joke and laugh when someone has got an issue? And this is a problem that mainly we have with Zimbabweans, and it's embarrassing, it's disgusting, it's nasty. I just want to respond to one comment, which I think to introduce you to this platform. On this platform, you cry, you laugh, you scream, you shout, you do whatever you feel. There is no filters. We want people to express their emotions. This is a very, very sensitive issue for some of us, especially for me here in New Zealand. I've seen it all. And I've actually got more support from people that are not from my nation more than my fellow Zimbabweans. To those who've actually offered me support, and I believe there's one or two families. Thank you so much. One family, actually, to mention one. Thank you so much for that. As for the rest, I've got so many things that I can share with you guys that will shock you, including why people can't even share information like how to buy a house. I always share how I bought my house here in New Zealand, but people never share those details with others. If you're gonna stand up, guys, those who are in the platform, mute yourself, because if I mute you, I'll forget to bring you back.
No, I'm going to leave the studio.
No, not you. Not you.
I'm going to leave the studio for a while. I'll be back, okay?
Just turn off your camera and mute yourself and then come back. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, guys, if you're going to stand up and do some funny things, just mute yourself, turn off your camera, and then you can bring yourself back. So thank you so much for those who've joined us. So Kelvin, I'm just responding to you. Yes, emotions are going to rise. You know what? Because it's something that I've experienced here, even here on this platform, as I started to revive my advocate page. It's nasty, it's disgusting, and we need to stop it, especially as Zimbabweans. When you see someone doing something good, why can't you just compliment and support? And if you're going to say anything, mean what you say, but don't be mean when you mean what you say. I'm going to hand you over to Masafinyas because I think she really wanted to say something. So, sister, over to you. And Tendes and Salis World, you guys, you're going to have a turn as soon as my sister here speaks. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, guys. My name is Rosemary Bennett, and I also am part of AAF, Otoroa African Foundation. And for me personally, ndinotaura shona saka ndiri mukaradi saka vanhu vazhinji havazive kuti ndinogona kutaura shona because they see me like light in complexion. So a lot of people look at me like, oh, hagoni kutaura shona. So a lot of people talk behind my back, and sometimes they're like, oh, I can speak, So for me personally, I feel what you're talking about today, because us African people are divided, and especially Zimbabweans have a tendency of always talking about each other behind each other's back. We don't support each other. So what I want to talk about today is that I have an organization called Masafinyas as well, and then also I open up a charity organization called Otoroa African Foundation, and we need to support each other. Vazhinjika, they say, oh, I got a problem right now because now I don't know if you guys know about a coffee. I don't know if.
Yes, I know about a coffee, but I don't think I think there's only one person from New Zealand here, Kelvin, and then myself. Obviously, I don't think there's and you. We are the only 3 people from New Zealand. It's amazing to see that at least today I've got people from New Zealand coming to support us on this platform. That's quite rare. So thank you so much, Kelvin, and thanks to you. So yeah, I'm aware of a coffee. I'm actually a member there. Yeah.
Okay, so I was the president of a coffee, and I've just resigned. And the reason why I resigned because you cannot manipulate. I don't know. I'm not using the right word, but you cannot manipulate African people to do what you want them to do. So then it becomes a problem. So I resigned from a coffee just last week, and it makes me sad. It makes me really, really sad because I loved being part of a coffee, but I couldn't get people together. I couldn't get the African people together. The same thing you guys are talking about. Kuti, it's not only about Zimbabweans getting together. It's all about the African people getting together. We can't. I don't know. I don't understand why, but we have a problem and we need to solve it.
I agree with you. And just to add on that, a coffee involvement, I had no idea you were the president of a coffee. If you had told me, I would have really been involved, because as it happens, most of the political things that happen in New Zealand, I'm involved. I'm involved in most of the petitions that are passed around in New Zealand. If people didn't know this, there was a time when the Zimbabwean community decided that, oh my goodness, the Zimbabwean organization in New Zealand is not fully functioning. It's not registered.
Exactly.
They said we need a president. And then I said, you know what, guys? I work night shift. I mean, I see you. I'm quite busy with a few things running and stuff. But you know what? I'm happy to run this thing. Okay, Ketina, come. I got there. I was bullied in that meeting.
Yeah,
A doctor,
exactly.
I think you know this doctor lady who ended up taking over. I got bullied. I got told, don't mention your Christian values in this meeting. And that's New Zealand for you guys. And by the time I came out of there, Ndakadzikiswa from up there to the ground. And up to now, I think that I didn't take that position. So for you, all I can say is, if you are to do anything, if we are to do anything in our nations, wherever we are, you have to look for people who've got the same passion as you. And manipulation is not the right word, really, to get people to do things with you. I would say, trying to get people to be on your side. Manipulation is like I'm trying to falsify things. I'm trying to to get people to do things which are not right. But if we say trying to get people to support a cause, like for you, what you do, I know the things that you do, even though I haven't really been hands-on with you, but I'm aware of what you do. People don't come on board. We went to the Black Lives Matter. I initiated a march. I posted it on Facebook. But you know what? It was the Maoris and Pacific Islanders and white people who came to that march more than my own African people. So it's my own Zimbabwean people, especially, they didn't. So these struggles are real. And I am sorry that you feel this way, but I do hope that from this platform, you coming here right now, guess what? I was actually thinking about it today. I was like, something is going to have to start from here. You already have something going on. You know what? Just bring it over here and we're going to merge things and make things happen. So when there are causes, Zimbabweans, things like anti-abortion causes, anti-euthanasia and stuff like that, I get all the emails about, like right now we're coming close to elections. They send me directly because I registered myself as the Zimbabwean president. I don't care, even if I'm not one. I just went and registered myself as my own Zimbabwean president for New Zealand Organization for Zimbabweans, which doesn't exist, but I think I have to make it exist because I get all the emails coming to me and I forward them to the different organizations and I'll tell you the response that I get. They say, Ketina, these are sensitive issues. We can't give these to people because anti-abortions, anti-euthanasia, and things like like the homosexuality and all the things that are being legalized here, the drugs, the marijuana, and all that. I say, your children are the ones who are getting affected. Why can't you have a say? Okay. Anyway, we're not here just to talk about New Zealand, but I just thought you guys would see some of the things that we face. As for me, Kelvin, you mentioned something about the churches, the Christians. I'll tell you something. I tried to be involved in the churches. The first time I went to a church, I got asked, you are Mrs. Who? And then I said, my name is Ketina. They said, Unonza Mayani. I said, Nonzi Maitatenda. They said, no, you need to mention Zitare Murume like Mrs. Who? I said, I'm not Mrs. Who. I'm Ketina Chivasa Maitatenda. So as it happens, the moment you mention that you are not Mrs. something, people start isolating you because our husband.
Exactly.
So that's what we face here. And I think I'll just hand you over to someone else, Tendes or Sally. Tombopa Sally and then Tombopa Tendes. Sally's World, are you there? Oh, sorry. Lanabo commute, I think. Oh, no, you can. Oh, yeah. Sally,
Yes,
Sally, are you still there?
I'm here.
Hi. Okay, you're going to raise the volume a little bit,
Yes,
I think.
I'm
Yeah.
here. Okay. I'm here. I just want to talk more about my single parents. Okay. There is nyaya yekuti masingle parents havasisina chiremerera kwese kwaanenge ari. There is this mbana, here this mbana, unotitaurirei iwewe. It's like hatisisiri vanhu kana munhu ari single parent. Iri nyaya yekusekana inotanga nesu isusu. I think inyaya yekuti tiri kubatira chirungu pamusoro, tiri kutorera chirungu pamusoro, totaziva kuti kana munhu ari situation yakadai ndinomuba not help her or him because ndiri pamusoro, you know, hausi kuziva kuti wakaenda sei pamusoro. And ngatirege kusekana if you don't know kuti munhu uyu what is he or she going through. Okay, it's better munhu ari pasituation yakadai ndibvunze, Sally, what are you going through? Then ndokuudza, not because kuti unoona ndakaita ndiri low but unouya kwandiri kuzondibvunza just because uri kuda kuwana story yekuzofamba uchitaura, right? Kana wawana story yekuzofamba uchitaura ndopatinozoona taakuyanikwa mumapepa kuti aizvezvi pane nyaya yakati iri kuitika mahari. You didn't help me, you are not helping me, but uri kutowedzera kundipwanya nekundikuvadza, right? Ndoda kutaura nyaya yeabuse yambotaurwa na Sister Broch. You know, so many people are being abused because of the name of marriage. They fear to go out there because they will be judged in a community. Tinojajiwa kubva kumachechi kwatinofanira kuprotectwa, tinojajiwa kubva kumafamilies anofanira kutiprotecta, especially in families. Ukangodai hauna essay because you are not married, you are not miss, you are nothing. Okay, so masingle mothers, masingle parents vanopedzisira vakupinda mumasituation ekuti anongoti kondogoita sei. I mean, my churches where we are a church is like a hospital. Kwatinotienda tese tosvika tichirapwa ikoko nedisease amenoti uri nechirwere chakaita sei, but tinofanira kurapwa ikoko, but tiri kutotadza kurapwa ikoko. Tinobva ikoko ukangoenda especially uri single parent, wakutoudzwa kuti wauya kuzotora varume vedu, wauya kuzodai, hauna unotoseza kana kumira mberi kwevanhu kuti uimbe chaiko chaiko, kozi kana wakapfeka zvakanaka wakadii hanzi anoiwa nepi mari anoiwa nekuhura. What's the real is that? Saka tinofanira kuindepi isusu, tofanira kusekera kupi, right? If you don't know my story, usandiseke. If you cannot help me, please usataura kana chimwe chinhu nezvangu because you cannot help me. Don't come to me like you want to help but uchida kundipwanya nekuwana story. And please, vanoenda kunobatsira vanhu, if you want to help people, don't help people zvekuti musimudzire maplatforms enyu kuti aiwa nhasi ndazoita chakati nechakati. You are helping people but your camera is there just to say I want people to see what I did, what I do. No, that's not it. I'm here to stand nema single parents. Inini, I'm a single parent. I think I shared my story with you, Ketina, and you know I've been through a lot as a single parent. Can I treat it on this journey? I'm here to share my stories. I experienced this, so many things, abuse, kushungurudzwa community kupi, and now even abuse yacho yakatonyanyisa zvokuti ndinombosvika pane imwe nguva yekuti ndinovenga munhu akanditi I love you, because some people they don't even know what's the meaning of love. And my last words, guys, respect one another, don't abuse technology. Vanhu vari kurasa hunhu pamafacebook vachisekana vachiudzana mawords asingaiti just because it's Facebook, just because it's social media. Let's not abuse it. Let's not abuse it. Respect munhu either pasocial media or pasiri pasocial media. Ngatirege nyaya yekuundurana. Kana iwe uchikwanisa kuwana usandiseke nokuti inini handikwanisi kupfeka zvaunoda iwewe. Okay? Do your own things, I do my own things. If you cannot help me, don't laugh at me. Okay, I love you guys. I think that's all. I'm at work.
Ketina?
Yes.
Can I ask her a question before she leaves? Can I ask her a question?
Yes. Saliwe, have you got a minute to just hang in there? Mvunzo?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Okay,
Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're talking about Mati as a single parent, right? There are things that you go through as a single parent. Mukaenda kuchechi, things don't work out in this.
Yeah.
So my question to yourself is, Van what they are doing, how does that make you feel? Is she there? Hello?
She's there. Network South Africa. I think sometimes
I feel
yeah.
I feel like I feel like yes, I can hear you. Yes, nothing. I feel like I'm not protected. So ndinozobva ndaedza kutsvaga kuti ndekupi kwandingawana, to squeeze myself kucommunity inondifarira, kucommunity inenge inonzwisisa what I'm going through, because I cannot keep on going kunhu kwandinodiscriminatwa, kunhu kwandinosarurwa, kunhu kwandinoshungurudzwa instead of being comforted.
Okay. Now, thank you for answering that question.
So that I'll just introduce Saliwe to you guys so that you get to know who she is. So for those who are in the single parents page, so this is the lady who actually inspired me to start that group, Renonzi Single Parents Zimbabwe Africa, through this advocate page. I was actually hosting my bachelorette party, my bachelorette, session in the Mvenge. And honestly, I just think that all those bullets were worth it, because my last day I posted something and she decided to just comment with her YouTube link. And I clicked on it on one of my posts, which became my last post, which became my last post. And I clicked it and I saw what she was doing. This is a single mama who is based in South Africa, who works as a maid. She opened a YouTube channel to try and encourage other single mothers to build houses in Zimbabwe. She is building her own home and she's nearly done right now. So what we do in that group is to try and encourage each other. Being single is not a curse. You can still have a life after being single while being single. And it's amazing, because even myself, what people don't know is that I started as a maid. That was my first job. My first job was a housekeeper to pay for myself to go to high school. And that's why I value single parents. And that's why I opened that page, the Single Parent African Zimbabwean. For everything that I'm passionate about, I open a group, because I'm going to take it to Radio 54 African Panorama Live with me. Whether it's bachelorette or whatever, segregated, people who are isolated, those are the people that I want to take with me. People who try to do something in the nations where they are, but they get undermined by fellow Zimbabweans out of jealousy. Try to start something when you're in the diaspora and see if you're going to be supported by anybody. No, they'll compete with you. They'll try by all means.
Why you got blocked? Can I ask why you got blocked? Why did you get blocked from media or something? You just said.
Well, I mean, I that can be an answer that I can answer at the end, because my media platforms, I've seen it all in the last few weeks, really.
Okay.
And but Saliwe, in summary, she is one of those people that inspired me to do the things that I'm doing right now.
Okay.
And she's actually in all my groups. But yeah, you could see why people block you, why people kick you out, why we end up walking away from things. That's another response which I'll give somewhere towards the end of this. But it's real, and the struggles in social media are real. But I have decided, just as in closing my own side of things right now, I've decided that I'm just gonna be real. And anyone who comes into this platform, if you're not real, you're gonna expose yourself. I don't know if people watched something that happened in the last few days. Somebody who came saying they had a non-for-profit organization. I brought them here, and what ended up happening is they actually ended up exposing themselves. We want to steal from one another. We want to manipulate one another. We want to scam one another. If somebody offers to do something for you, just be genuine. Just be honest. Be authentic. Be open. So for this page, this is the real thing. Where I'm not comparing with anybody. Whether I talk to 2 viewers, I don't care. As long as we are being real, I'm happy. As long as we are being real, I am happy. So if you come here, you try to smoosh that one. We go in the back, behind the scenes and say, what did you think about that? Oh, I felt this. The interesting thing is that with the people that I connect with, my admins and everyone, we all come out and say, hey, that wasn't real. That wasn't real. Let's get rid of that. So please don't be one of those people. Just be yourself. Cry if you have to cry on this platform. Tino chema, tino namatanewe. If you watch the last live Yataita, you will see how real things were. How much men were opening up about things that they've been through. D, I can see you are here right now. Thank you so much for what you did this morning. 10 days you were here. Thank you so much. Things are just happening where people can just be real. You can come with your fake nails, women. For those who are listening right now, I know people. I can see people are sharing this. You can be fake. You can come with your bleach, with whatever you wanna be. But at the end of the day, all those things they go. You are spending so much effort and money and time which you could be using to just be complimenting and being kind and being nice to somebody. Mawaniro akasiana, the way I get money, the way you don't know where most of my finances go. Don't compare your lifestyle with another person. I might be more comfortable just coming the way I am. Just putting lipstick today, like this evening. Wow, this is enough for me. But don't insult anybody. Kunjurana. It's become the statement, yes, the Zimbabweans. Kufambisana mbiri ma platforms e kunjurana. What for? Let's compliment each other. Let's build each other.
Nightgown.
That's me. I came like that this morning. So this platform, you can come in anything, The very same things Jamurguti took it out at Tina, my fake nails, my fake eyebrows. If I wanna cry, my eyelashes will be falling right now because I laugh and cry in tears, tears of joy. I wanna cry freely. So please allow people to be themselves. Church has become a place where people go to be broken. There's a lot of idolatry. I don't want to go there. Zimbabweans, too much idolatry. Find your faith. Find Jesus for who he is. I'm just going to welcome Tinashe, and then Tenders is here. Tinashe, hi, welcome. And thank you so much for being a part of this.
Thank you, Sisi Ketina. It's a very interesting conversation which is going on. Yeah, Pama Zimbabweans, especially Kunze Zimbabwe, like in South Africa. Sometimes you end up.
Pause.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let Tenders speak first, and then I'll come to you.
Sure.
Yeah. Where's Tenders?
He just dropped out.
Oh, okay. All right. Tenders, I don't know where you've gone, but I know you can hear me. All right. Tinashe, taurao.
Yeah, pan issue yatanga irikutaurwa panapa. Zimbabweans tine dambudziko hombe, especially kana tiri kuno kudiaspora kwatinenge tiri kunze kweZimbabwe. Chinoitika ndechekuti I think tinonyada makuwa era tinoda kana kuti chi even munhu akakudza a small secret, sometimes une big load maura ndizika, but you wanna share ndine dambudziko rakati or ndine ma family issues akadai munhu after 5 minutes achibva paureka is gonna go and tell the next person wakutosekwa nemunhu wese. At the end of the day you end up keeping zvinhu mauri. Also, people heart attack or something, because you'll be overthinking about your life. Because Zimbabweans, I used to have a friend. One day I can nation to kuchaga imba. They said, okay, let me help you. No, kuchagire pas kusina Zimbabweans. Because Zimbabweans, I don't know. I'm not takasikwa say. Tinogona kubatsira munhu edu, but kakubatsira kachoka. Unobva that unoziva kuti mukomana yakai mota yari kufamba ina yakai dai pasina nini ndakazompa 50,000 kuti ndimwedze kuti atenge motikari. We end up everyone akukuziva about you, so you end up like feeling ameno kuti zvakambo zvinofamba sei muupenyu hwedu maZimbabweans. Takasiyana nemanigerians when they are together they help each other, havasarurane kana kuita sei. Ndozvanaida kungotaura zvangu.
Okay.
So how can we change it? How?
Hello?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm open.
What you say? Kusatudza. All right. Okay, your turn now.
Roti magadi panapan. Mukta zinonakidza. And once everybody is speaking from a place of, pain, and we want change, we want, to be fair, we want life to be good as Zimbabweans. But unfortunately, don't waste your time. Matter of fact, help yourself. Because when it comes to Zimbabweans, we don't know who we are. We've lost ourselves. And I'll tell you the reasons why. Number one, we don't know anything else apart from the 1980s and now. There's a generation. And there's another generation, we don't know anything else between 1980 and 1960 and backwards, right? So when you think of how Zimbabwe is actually established socially, economically, those two things control the movement of information, the movement of everything. As we are now in the diaspora, we didn't choose, some of us, we didn't make choices to leave Zimbabwe. We didn't. The choice was made for us. That's number one. Secondly, those at home who are back home in Zimbabwe or in Africa somewhere, they live on hand-to-mouth budget. That means it's what's in front of my feet, not what's on the horizon. Yeah, there's a difference. We're two completely different people. So I came to the UK 2002. Someone came 2000. Someone came 1990. Someone came yesterday. Someone's gonna come next week or next year. We're completely different people. The reason why I'm telling you this, guys, is we are not the same, and there's no way we are going to fit into the same category to help each other, to support each other for this. As long as you know, I'm here to on this program to teach others and to learn as well. As long as my time is done, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna stay here because I've got other things to do. A lot of Zimbabweans, we misunderstand that we have different relationships with other things and how we can work together. Merely because we have pride, we're too proud, we're too much pride. I can go to Ketina and ask for help, desperately need of help. She would genuinely help me as well. She would do it wholeheartedly, like all the way through 10 days, I'm gonna help you. But it cost me so much to just say thank you for helping me. And it could also cost Ketina so much to just be like, I'm not gonna talk nonsense about, I'm not gonna say anything bad about the help I gave 10 days. But because we have nothing else to ourselves, I'll hold on to that. Because it's the thing that's happening right now. So I'll hold on to it tight, like, oh, I want everyone to know. I want everybody to understand. I want everybody to feel that I've done something. I want even the presence yangu yabatsira, I was there. I did it. That's why I'm not munane namo jeje anosekwa. Nemunane zinu. Kutorane pfunga. Anosekwa nemunane zinu. Inga mari kana life iningiri nani. Anoseka munane namo. Those are more easy, so you speak about they're intelligent people, but they have no access to leadership. They have no access to fundamental aspects of what we actually need to survive. And as a family, not just as Zimbabwe, as a family, as Black people. We spoke about Black Lives Matter the other day only because it was on TV. We spoke about Black Lives Matter because it was American. Yet we have Black Lives Matter, which is Zimbabwean. And what has happened to us, we're so separated to a point that I would rather sell you off to a slave master or a colonial master so that I can feed my own family. We have to understand the aspects of colonialism and slavery. This is it. These are the results. Now we have what we call neocolonialism. And our culture is so biased to a point that we now don't even know the importance of it. Vanuakuru, it takes 30, it takes 30 years, 30 years for a young man or young woman to make decisions against his own parents. Unless you have money, if you had made money at 16, your parents will worship you. But as long as you don't have money in your pocket, your parents will tell you, this is my house. And that's corruption of culture. Yeah. We talk about cultural appropriation when it's a white person doing something, whereas we ourselves have actually poisoned our minds and our children and our parents because we are lost. We're so far gone that it will take generations and generations to change our abilities to come together again and work as a country. A lot of stuff that's happening right now is not just as Zimbabweans. You have to understand this. If you're a black person and listen to this, you have to know your identity is not only based on mutupo wako anymore. As is mutupo is. Bozi kune zombo zifana kunge zichipiwa vana zvoenda nemutupo. That's why unoona kuchechi unopa Bible no chombo chako choruziva kuti Bible Mwari anonamatwa sei. Anditi. When it comes to certain traditions that we've inherited so far, we think that we are out there in the diaspora to fix the country. No, live your life where you are. Feed your family, love your family. Accept the fact that you can never help anybody but yourself. If your own family can let you down, who the hell is me? If your own friends can let you down, who the hell is me? It sounds selfish, but trust me, a lot of people have been abused spiritually. A lot of people have been abused physically. A lot of people have been abused mentally. The mental structure of Zimbabweans is fucked up. We are going through hell on earth, and we are promised a heavenly land which doesn't exist.
Tenders, I'm just going to pause you a little bit. I'm going to pause you a little bit. I just have to take you back a little bit. Because when she feels something, I think I just have to pause a little bit. So first of all, your introduction was don't waste your time. I just have to disagree with you right now, right here, right now. Because change, even if it starts with Ketina right now, doing the little things that I can do to change me so that I can change my kids, the way my kids look at the world, so that I can change the way my community views things, so that I can change the way the city that I belong in views things, so that that city that I live in will start seeing that there is a good thing happening here. You know,
I agree with you.
I'm not wasting myself. So if we discourage it, I feel really discouraged by that talk. And I just want to say we are here to uplift each other. And yes, you can go on and about, you can go on and on about history and everything, but this is the reality of what we're experiencing. And this is a new movement that I am starting. We are starting and we are coming together as people who are saying, yes, we can see the negativity of saying you cannot do this on your own. But guess what? Change starts with changing the way you think. So if you're going to change that mindset with me right now on this platform, guess what, my brother? We're going to rock the nation. It might not be Zimbabwe, but we're going to change the mindsets of one Zimbabwean, and that Zimbabwean will influence the next one and the next one. So don't come and say, don't waste your time. We are not wasting our lives. We are not wasting our time.
In the context of what we're listening. Yeah, in the context of what you said about people helping you, and someone said, oh, she went to church, and someone saying, these are the things that I'm saying. Let's not try to change that.
We are not trying to change them, but we want people to change the way they think so that next time when they see someone like that, when they hear me saying that I needed help, you know, I was dying with depression, but I ended up getting help from somewhere else. So don't even expect or think that people are going to change. You know what? I am hopeful that if we go by Romans 12 verse 2, by the renewal of your mind, and pray that we change the way we think, so that our attitudes and our actions can change. Hey, KC, I agree with you. If I see things the way you're seeing them right now, we can hold hands and start doing things together. And that's where I think I'm going to bring you back a little bit. I see people you are agreeing, but you know what? I'm saying no. We are not wasting our time.
Let me explain that, Ketina. I love what you just said. And we're on the same track, right? So when I was listening, I listened to you guys speaking wholeheartedly about how much you've been let down about your own people, Zimbabweans.
That's right.
Right now, we had Hopo Chingono's hashtag last week, only last week. Where is it today? You got this new challenge on.
I'm
yeah.
not talking politics here. I'm sorry, but
No.
No politics.
I'm giving you an example.
Katina,
yeah.
no
giving you
politics, guys. No
examples.
politics.
No, I am not
No
talking
politics.
politics. I'm sorry. You're gonna
No
have to take it
politics.
to your platforms. I'm really sorry. I
Okay.
am just going to
No
I
focus on
gave you an
Zimbabweans
example.
socially justice. That's it. But
Right.
at the moment, I am here to preach the gospel of change the way we think, so that we can start treating each other with respect.
Okay.
Me as a single parent, me as Ketina on this platform, trying to make a new movement of like, hey guys, let's
Right,
just be
okay.
real. Kuti ndine vhudzi rakasakara, usandiundure kuti ndine
Okay.
platform
Oh,
iri
I
kuita
see.
zvinhu
I see.
yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Politics,
Right,
I'm
so-
not in there anymore. I know I used to be an advocate for that, but I do it from behind the scenes. I don't say much.
So
Yeah.
let me go back to the title of your program. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've said
I'll bring it back for you.
I was saying Zimbabweans, African, do we support each other or take it as a joke and laugh when someone has got an issue? Do we laugh or do we support fellow Zimbabweans, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I apologize to bring the political aspect of this problem. Do you understand? And I get that, and I won't mention it, right? But when we speak of us as Africans, we're affected politically. There's political injustice, right? Even in our culture, even the way we are today, if you really want to look at the template of the reasons why we can't help each other, is because of that. And we can't shy away from it.
No,
You know?
I tend to disagree with you.
Okay,
Okay.
go on.
Let's go back to the topic, right? The topic is what issues, right? People have got issues, personal issues, yeah. And when you approach a fellow Zimbabwean or a fellow African, so here we are focusing on Zimbabweans, not, let's say Zimbabweans, you have to focus on. When you approach a fellow Zimbabwean, I've got an issue. It can be relationship, it can be mental, it can be a lot of stuff. Instead of you helping me, instead of you helping me, people start laughing at you. So what we are trying to do on this platform is to help each other. How can that be avoided? How can we help each other when someone comes with a situation?
Okay, so now because
hang on, before you answer, Tenders, can I just say something quickly just to keep this conversation in control? So guys, it's not that I don't want to discuss politics, but if you listen to every live that I do, I say that if you really want to have influence in politics, Tenders, Tapiwa, Ketina, Kelvin over there, I know you're very loud about Chamisa, Nyika, Mike, and whoever who is really disappointed that I'm shutting you down on politics. Listen, there is no way you can start having influence in politics when your personal life is messed up. Do you hear me? The reason I try to talk about people's personal issues here, social justice issues, is because I know that if my own personal life is in a mess, mukadzi wangu ari kufane zvara asi kuwana bonde kumba uko vamwe venyu moswera muri makapfeka marigalia echinyi vakadzi vane vana vachifane zvara. What kind of politics is that? So politics, can it start within you so that zvatiri kuona around you and what you do within you and for your family and your kids and your community, spread that goodness will spread into the political world. Zimbabwe problem iripo mosora mchinongezera ndiningi bato rakadai. Listen to me right now. It's because you are messed up yourselves. You need to fix yourselves. Mukatanga kubatana as individuals. That's where politics is going to be fixed from. Ndapeza, no political mentions on my page unless I introduce it myself. Other than that, let's fix this social issue yakuti hatina kubatana isuse vanhu. How can we expect kubatana semapato? Isusu tisingagona kubatana as individual. Even right now, you want vanhu vari kundipengera kuti ndisingataure nezvahopo chimonyono. Topic maiona ichiti hopo yorepanapa. Iri kutaura nezvekuti hatigone kubatana tinoundurana pama social media. Can that stop? Tikamira izvozvo as we move forward, my families zotanga kubatana, my communities zotanga kubatana, my cities zotanga kubatana, mona nyika dzakubatana, mona continent ya Africa yakubatana. Ndapedza, I don't need to say much about politics unless you learn to unite. Do you hear me? And I have to say this with passion. If you don't like the way I talk, you know what? Don't come here, but I'm very passionate about my nation of Zimbabwe as much as you are. But I know where change has to start. It has to start from there. your medulla, your thinking, your way of thinking has to change so that your attitudes towards issues can change and your actions will change. Nyika yobva yabudirira. There is no Zimbabwe with all this mess that we are in. Tinoundurana pa social media. What kind of a Zimbabwe is that? You haven't started. You are behaving like pigs. That's why I'm trying to my guinea pigs.
Okay. Right, Ketina. You know, guys, we're not saying people shouldn't, like, I've seen one comment here, Kutanzi, it's a discussion you brought now, you don't want people to say your views. We are not saying don't say your views. Everyone is free to say their views. All we said is no politics. That's all we said. All we are talking about is, like what Ketina is saying, it's about individuals. How can we help each other? Not about another person as well. Issues that people that have, like I'm discriminated against. Nema fellow Zimbabweans. So such people need help. How can they avoid that? That's what we are talking about. The help that we can give our fellow Zimbabweans, how we can improve our lives. Those topic in short.
Okay, so Dotara.
You can continue.
Right, okay, so I apologize. It's your platform, Ketina. I don't want to, say things that doesn't resonate with what you're saying, but the way you presented the Msoroe Nauga, it's Zimbabwe African, so I just took the whole thing into one. Okay, my apologies. Anyway, okay, when it comes to us as Zimbabweans, or why is it that Nomaluba, Panisha Zakawanda, and nekuti kwatinobva kwakasiyana tineka upenyu kuda kushora nekuda kuonererwa tine ideas akasiyana siyana or tine kufunga kwakasiyana siyana dzimwe nguva munhu anenge achingozvirarama life yake and we think kuti munhu arovhaira hapana mbovhaira kwaita and kazhinji kacho is because maproducts atoshandisa akawanda kadhano Zimbabwe hatina maproducts edu etinoti zvinhu zvedu isusu ndosamba kana kente ataya African ataya inotengwa kana Nigerians tinopfeka South Africa tinorova mota dzinodriver dzimwe ndedzekuna Japan, China, Germany and whatever. Hapana zvedu. Tikada kubvunza kuti mudzimba dzatinadzo zvinezvi vari panapa vacho vakateerera. Chaunoti chiri Zimbabwe chiri mupamako chi unoona maybe one or two things including yourself. And muri saka there's something powerful about having my products ekumusha kwenyu kana kwaunobva. That's what makes you a Zimbabwean person. Dzimba dzedu dzatinogara chadzo mukatarisa magara takaita. That's not a very Zimbabwean way of living. And hatina kana national dress, hatina kana national food yatinoti kunze kwesadza nenyama nemuriwo, hakuna zvimwe zvikafu zvakasiyana siyana. So influence yezvimwe zvinhu zvatiri kutadza kuti tinzwanane kana is because of that. That's why I was introducing from the beginning of time how Zimbabwe was born. And unfortunately, the same thing we can't shy away because they're part of everything. And I respect your decision that there's no political influence here. Kumachechi kunonetsera chinhu one. I believe kuti Mwari are everywhere. Mwari unoona munhu amatauro mumba. Mwari unoona munhu amatauro muchechi. Mwari unoona munhu amatauro akamira kana pabhawa pachipo paipai. Nekuti ukaona kuti vanhu vakawanda takasangana munzvimbo dzakasiyana siyana as musikana nemukomana ende dzimba dziri kunyatsogara zvakanaka. Vamwe vari kugara zvakanaka vakasangana kubhawa, vamwe vari kurova vana vakasangana muchechi. You understand? Vamwe vacho havatomboenda kana kuchechi kwacho but vakagara zvakanaka. So social influence imwe iripo ndekuti unoziva kuti unyatsodanzi munhu ndomuziva ka unotenge matombotadzirana because you then start to understand your own strength and your own powers kuti uri munhu akaita sei. Andikuona dzimwe nguva ndogona kuchema but why vanhu vachidida sei vanhu vachidida sei because I'm not learning from what people continue doing because ndiri kuramba ndichifunga kuti zvandiri ndo zvandiri and I have to divert and find another way of communicating myself kuchi kune vanhu zvafane kuti papa mataura apa ena ndimwe munhu ane nharo kuti amai aziwo uri kutaura kuti takutanga kutukana but pane dignity pane respect and pane authority yokunzwisisana kuti aiwa tikuda kuti change ivepo and panhau iya yangotarakire kuti ndati waste time. I was talking in the context of zvachitaurwa panapa. That's why ndazoti kana yatsonzwisa muri kuti kudii. So I understand handisi kuti uri kutambisa nguva. You're actually doing an absolutely good job Ketina namukoma muri panapa nevanhu vese vanombo vachitaura panapa. Why? Because these are the issues akavigwa muhana dzedu varofana kubuda vanhu vataure vanhu vanzwanane vanhu vazive nekuti inini zvandoziva ini nhasi ka mangwana zvogona kuexpire because pamusoro pezvandoziva pane zvimwe zvinhu zvakatokosha kupfuura izvozvo. Even the Bible speaks of kuti paunofunga kuti unoziva ka ndo paunofanira kutoziva kuti hauzive zvese. Andiri. Because understanding yekunzi semazimba tisingawire kana semazimba tisingadanani. Pane kamweya keutsinye kanobva munhamo, so influence yacho yakanyanya munhamo yekuti ndofanira kunyebera Ketina. Hanzi rinonyinga rinohwara rinozosumudza musoro rarese rawana. Which means ini kuti zvinhu zvangu zvifambe ndofanira kunyebera ndikubire iwewe. Kana kakubira ndobva ndati it's your fault. Ndobva ndakublame iwewe. Andikuona. Kana kuti mukoma ndobva ndonzi nekuti ndiri mudiki kwamuri zonzi mupana utangire mukuru unonga nyama iwewe. Handiti. But kwa mukoma unga ari muvegetarian ndoregera kudya nyama yangu mundiro mangu. Handiri kuona manje. So there's so many things that we have to move away from zvekudhara. Zvimwe zvacho zvide zvekudhara noda kuti munhu aingodecide izvi ndo zviri right. Nokuti zvazviri right. Kwavari it's a matter of kwazhinji it's a matter of kuti nekuti ndindazvidaro ndindazvitaura, so it should be right. Nyanga zviri wrong unyaziva kuti this is not good for human consumption. Unoona uchiwa kana ndove yehuku unzi idya nekuti ndo zvataita kuti tichikura, but your blood doesn't go with that. So I believe in what you're doing, guys. Panyau yekubatsira yekutaura ma issues anotikanganisa mafungiro kana kuti wirirane kana kuti tidanane. Ende Ketina zvawataura izvozvo zvokuti we have to learn how to adjust. Kana ukabaridza pfungwa dzemunhu one, iye achanobadzawo pfungwa dzemumwe munhu, iye achanobadzawo pfungwa dzemumwe munhu. Pana tsisi vauya pana kutaura nyaya yemasingle mothers. Rega ndikuudzei, masingle mothers ga munofanira kutotenda kuti muripo because muri ana amai, hazvichinje. Wede kuti single rakazoiswa haro kumberi kwekunzi amai, but amai ndaamai. Zvose wachona kana ambai nini chaicho ndaamai vako, mai guru chaicho ndaamai vako. Ko iwewe let alone wakatozvara mwana wacho mwana wacho, you are a mother. Musambobhaizwa muchanzi muri mahure kana kuti mvana, musanyeperwe. Mazvinzwa? Sunungukai, be free, have freedom to express how you feel, because vanhu vechirume takazvarwa nevakadzi. Rega ndikutsanangurire nyaya ndikutaura panapa. Murume wese kuti azonzi murume nhasi akabva pamukadzi, akadoyamwa zamu remukadzi, akapiwa mukaka, akabva ipapa akanotsvaka futi mukadzi. Handiri? Saka mungazonzwa kana dziri hama dzenyu kana shamwari dzenyu dzinokuudza ranzi uri mbanda kana kuti uri hure wazotora varume pano kumachechi, where church is supposed to be a sanctuary, kwekuti unoenda kunowana kukohwa kwemweya nenyama dzako kuti ubve kukuwa kunzwa kuti waona healing. Unzwa vanhu vachikudza zvinhu zvemubhawa. That's not right. Haisi chechi yaMwari, chechi yevanhu. Because Mwari hawanikwe muchechi, Mwari anowanikwa muvanhu. The church is the body of Christ more than anything. Mudhuri uyo haana kana basa ya. Marozara madhimoni mumadziro mese meme. Imi ndo kaunoenda ikoko unosangana nekunzi hanzi ava ndiwo pastor vedu ava vakazodai. Inini handinamate munhu, ndinonamata Mwari. Kana muchechi kwandinoenda kana ndikasadiwa ikoko ndoti aiwa nguva yangu yekunamata ipapo yanga yese yakwana, ndobva ndoenda somewhere else. Nekuti chandikutera ndiMwari. Because Mwari vachituma ana Abraham nana Moses vaivaudza zvekuita panguva iyoyo. Ndo yaitaiti minana. Nekuti nguva yemunana iwacho kuti uitike, that miracle to happen, aitofanira kutomhanya murume. I'll give a good example. Murume achikwira mugomo achinonzi aiwa pane nzvimbo yaurifanira kuenda, vanzi bvisa shangu, nzvimbo ino train. Hazvina kunzi hausapfeke bhutsu, zvakanonzi ingobvisa panguva ino ichi, inguva ino chete. Andoona. So there's so many things that we have inherited for the past few years through my experiences that we have to take off. Hembe dzacho hadzichakwana, ngatichibvisai. Hachafamba takapfeka mabhutusi taane ndebvu. Handiti vamwe makugerawo zvakanaka, makurova lipstick, makuita sei. Handi muri kuona. So there will be a time with all these things will come to a next step yokuti dziye dzachena ndebvu idzi taakuta mhanza inenge airport cheche. So I think kuti tinyatsobatsirana maZimbabweans, we should have the freedom to express how we feel without judgmental connotations. Zvisina kumboti anenge akuvhara, anenge akazoda, anenge kungofungidzira, kamwe kungofungidzira kai. Ndavhara sisa vamwe taura kuti ivo mukaradi bhara vanotaura zvona. Munoziva ndakambosangana nemurungu mubhazi aitaura shona, akanzwa achitaura pafoni, akangocheuza kuti Dave.
Exactly.
Ndikati hold on. Unotaura shona zanzi, unotaura shona. Okura kupi? Ndakura kwamurehwa. Akati akandoudza zvakawanda. And you know the most beautiful thing about that was kuti he didn't shy away from who he was. but iye akanga ari munhu wekuti aitofana nekuti murungu kana chavhunduka kana chitikati no, I understand, taura iwewe. Asi vemunomo vanonetsa vanofana kuti vakandoona chitotaura neso zvinotovanetsa. And unozva kuti vanhu vakacheuka mubhazi mo vakatanga kutitarisa, what language are you speaking? Vakatobvunza. What language is that? This is Shona from Zimbabwe. She goes, oh, you're in Zimbabwe. Yeah, anyway, hazvina basa izvo. Because if we really want to think even in the biblical context, kuti Jesu akazobva kuIsrael achienda kuEgypt, ndokune vanhu vanga vafane veropa neganda rake. Ndoko akatiza akaenda ikoko. Immigration nje yaitoti migrants and whatever, it's all part of nature. It's all part of nature. Handiti? Saka zvokutarisa kuti une ganda rerudzi kana chizvo zvikaizwa. Inini ndo zvimwe zvinoita kuti ndifunge kuti vanhu chatadza kuwana Mwari chaiwo kana kuti Jesu wacho pano ino kutarisa ganda rake kutarisa haasiriye. Haasiriye. Ko akauya ane ganda rechichina uchati kudini? Wisdom yaMwari haisi kutamba nayo. Kune magwaro akanyorwa, kuita magwaro atiri kudzidza, kuita zvatichazoona kumberi kwegeneration yevana vedu yakasiyana neyambuya vedu, asi zvese kuita sekudzidza. Chakakosha kuti don't shoot the messenger nevarungu, get the message. So you Ketina, you're a messenger. My sister Martha, you're a messenger. Mukoma ndatadza kubata zita renyu mimi.
Tapiwa.
Ngoma Tapiwa, you're a messenger because I also speak on dzekuti we need to build brotherhood so that we can help vanasikana varunzi vari kukura vasina na baba, toita vana sekuru vacho. Tobatsira vapfana mashurugu, vapfana vanetsa. Handi mukunzwa. Kune zvapana zviri kuda kuundura vanhu panze apa zvinotonzwa nzeve idzi. Zvamboteerera pamwe ma-eardrums anga stretcha mbichana mawords anopinda. You know, there's so much damage in our community, guys. Let's be quiet.
Where's this gentleman from? What country?
Which one?
The one that's talking a lot is from Zimbabwe, but where does he live now?
Yeah, everyone. 10 days.
I mean,
the one who was talking a lot.
I'm in the UK.
Yeah, where does he live now?
I'm in the UK.
Oh, that's why. You see, you've changed a lot, okay? Because you live in another country now for so long. How many years you living there?
20.
You see? So because you live so long there, you're preaching a lot about things you actually don't feel anymore. You know you feel Africa, but you don't really feel Africa. I'll tell you something. I've been here also in New Zealand for 20 years. I'm from New Zealand, right? And I have the same problem you're talking about, right? We need to be together. We need to unite, right? But you're going on and on about stuff that I don't know. I think it's irrelevant right now.
I would like you to explain so I understand, because I'm here to learn. Maybe you can direct me in the right direction.
I think she's talking about the stuff you were talking about before. I think,
Yeah. That one.
Okay.
He apologized. Yeah.
Master, he did apologize. I think the time actually you had left the platform.
Yeah, I left the group.
Yeah,
I heard it
and
then I left the group.
Yeah, he did apologize. And so what he's trying to do now is to continue with what he was saying before. And now I think what he's now saying, I think is going to touch a lot of people, from single mothers and everything. And Tendence, I liked your point, Yawati. We need to bring like a brotherhood to help younger guys. I think that would be a topic that we can discuss later. It's a very good topic. And to be honest with you, what you are saying, I really appreciate that. Yeah,
thank you.
You're saying important points, which whoever is listening on the platform, they're going to pick one or two things that you have said. And I've managed to pick a lot from what you're saying. Carry on, my brother.
Right.
Keep it up.
Okay, so thank you very much.
Can I
guys.
just
Thank
add
you
something quickly? This guy Warutaurai, the reason why Simuza Chimuti Chipen Chakabatapo is because he was just telling me before we came live, Kuti, there's a boy who approached him. I'm just gonna tell a little bit of your story and said, I need a father figure in my life. Saka watobaya dede nemukana ipapo because he's got a boy that is looking after like his own right now. So those are the kind of things we're looking for, and you can carry on, please.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Now at least tadzokera panzvimbo. Right. So now iripo ndekudai so. Bozi vapana vaka haisi mhosva yayo futi. Munoona kuti mhodzi yacho iyo yekusabatana iri kuramba ichikura generation after generation after generation. Vapana vedu vari kukura kana kuno na UK ikoko. Vamwe vacho they are lost because vana vane mazita anoera. Vapana vanofana kumbonosvika kumusha, vamboona pamusha pamudhara, vamboona kumusha kwamhomzi. Handiti vamwe vakafirwa nevabereki havana kusomboenda kunoona kuti baba vakavigwa kupi, amai vakavigwa kupi. So they're just lost. So what happens is one want to influence from their social groups and what zvanonga neshamwari dzavo vakutry kufita in. So munhu ari desperate anopedza achise apinda munjodzi dzekuti vamwe vanonga vatengesa madrugs, vamwe kuti azokubaya nemapanga, vamwe actually flourish, vamwe vanotoita life itori bore, but unoziva hapana munhu asingade kuva nevanhu vepedyo so kuti hama dzako kana kunzwisisa some of the things handiti. A lot of this I think varume tikaita kana patoita kana men's conference yaya tomboita conference varume tombodiscussa zvinhu zvakadai sokuti iwewe chichinokupa kuti udai wonzwisisa kuti mwana anobva kupi. And I think vapana vakawanda kanyange vasikana especially all they're looking for is someone who they can share zvinhu zvaunoziva kuti kana akaudza kana hama yake anomuseka kana anomushora, somebody who's got a very good heart and an ear to listen to, kungoti vataure zvibude andoona. And I think ipapo tikazvigona izvozvo ka tinobatsirika because ezvinonzi ndakambosana namwe apano kumatapiwa na Ketina vaindudza kuti ini kuZimbabwe handiende, ndikati ndazva hakuna kana chiriko. But what do you mean? Because moms vangu na mudhara wangu vaindudza kuti ivo vanoda kuti ndizonogara kuZimbabwe, but I've never been to Zimbabwe. And every time pandonzwa vachitara pafoni hama dzavo about kuZimbabwe kwacho kuti zvinhu zvakangooma, so there's this fear now muvana yekuti there's nothing good about Zimbabwe. There's absolutely nothing out there for them. Hana kana badza, hana kana mombe, hana kana mombe yemadhaka yataiumba yeye waizi kana mota yema hana kana chainacho. Kana kumusha chako chekuti aienda anosvika achiti hakuna kana wifi, hakuna kana iPad, ndoenda kumusha unodii. Animaona. So mukama tarasika. That's why I was trying to emphasize point yekuti when we look at where we are now, I'm very fortunate to be part of this platform because tinovakana through my conversations. Ndasana Ketina through my conversations wadichitara nevamwe vanhu and all that. So it's a privilege for me, to be honest with you, to even say my words and ndakadisconda vamwe vanhu. I came here when I was quite young and I'm an artist myself, and I think those zvakandibatsira kuti ma creative ideas yacho wakagara so uchifunga unyora kana kuti paivapo rimwe gore takazodai so right tikudzidzisa vana kuti ngavambonyora nyaya dzavanofunga papepa, even using poetry as a form of healing or even to try and understand zvimwe zvinhu zviri kuitika handiti, so that mangwana tinozoti saka apo waifunga zvakati. Even kupenda, even a painting or whatever they do, it actually helps. Varungu kuno ndo zvavanotaura kuti allow your children to say kupinda these creative classes or even at home so that they can adapt. And it is my environment yemavari vana vanokumudza kuboyeka, anogona kutamba zvimagames zviya anogona kutamba bhora, kune masocial clubs evana and all that, but pamba it's good kuti mwana awane that space iyoyo and freedom to express themselves. Kuna amai kana kuna baba kana amai vari vega, whereas munyaya yemasingle mothers yaya vanhu vaive vari munhamo yokushorwa nekushoropodzwa ndozvinzwisisa, but they are still our sisters and their mothers regardless of my differences, because kazhinji kacho kwaona kuti vanasikana vakadzvinyirwa pakuti zvinongonzi mwana musikana ndiye unofanira kuziva kuti murume anobatwa so, but ndikakubvunza tapewo kuti pakwadzidziswa kuti mukadzi anobatwa sei ndepapiko kana wakazongokura kuti you are a man handiri kuona. So that unozoona kuti mumwe umacho men watinawo vanhu vechirume is actually abuse chaiyo zvitori aggressive zvekuti vakadzi they become so vulnerable. So I think tikazogona zvedu kuti taunganidza vapana tombotaurawo navo mafungiro avo, and it's good kuti tivape mukana vaita sei vataure, tonzwisisa, toziva pekutangira nekwekuenda navo. It's not going to take a day, but at least that day is a starting point.
Okay. So I'll just ask you a question, right?
No, Tapiwa, just hang on. I'm just going to pause a little bit on that one. So from what I'm hearing, it's a huge topic here, my boys mentoring. And you guys, one thing I can offer for you is that you can actually create a platform. And I think Tapiwa, I've already said that to you, that if you want a slot on here, you can create that as a platform. At the moment, I just want us to bring us back to Zimbabweans. Do we support each other? Yes, that's what we're trying to do right now by saying, hey guys, you know what? Point to our attendees and what you've already started doing with the boy Waru Garanai. That's what you guys are trying to do. And I think if we bring that into like something, you guys, you can come and discuss that live. And Moshe Amazano, I don't know which other guys are around who can actually do that. That's where we're going to head. But do we support each other or take it as a joke or laugh when someone has got an issue? The truth is, no. We don't support each other, Zimbabweans. And mentoring, boys mentoring, we need to have a platform for boys mentoring. You guys can introduce this in attenders. But right now, tinosekana and per social media, pane ruja, pane noise from one platform to another. And I just want to say this. Most of the problems are from women. Women. As much as we're the ones who birth you guys, we birth the men, but we are also, if ndiakatanga kutora muchero akapa Adam, and now we seem to be the ones who are creating most of the chaos in the social media, in the personal lives and everything else. That's why I am here. Yes, you guys, we're gonna tell me a time when you want to do the boys mentoring, but nyoka iri mumusha yapinda mu Zimbabwean community, whether it's on social media or in our areas where we are. Things are happening. So what I'm trying to say is things have to change because that is kusapotana. No point iripo. We are not supporting one another.
So tenants, if you were to summarize everything that you have said, in let's say in about 2-3 minutes, how would you summarize it for people to understand?
Okay, so everybody is responsible for the good, the bad, and the ugly. But let's have an extra room to allow ourselves to learn from our own experiences and mistakes, or even take our own advices. Because sometimes but talking is cheap. Do I exercise what I have just said now? I do most of it, but probably will miss some of it. So I'm not sometimes one of them from what you say, they learn from what you do. Just like Munochikazi. Baby da kuzokutengira Range Rover iwewe. Uri kuda kuzo. Kwengotenga wakanyara ndipe. Ndozvaninga itofunga pepe. Baby uno ndikakubata iwe musandiro kubata da kubvumburudza iwewe. Wazomuwana dololo. Anduriona. So there's so many things we seem to entice ourselves with before the other person. I think totongofanira kuziva kuti munhu wese anogona kugona, munhu wese anogona kutadza, munhu wese anotadza kugona. And muriona zvokuti tinofanira kuva humble at heart. So kuziva kuti no man, nhamo yepanyika is not only African or Zimbabwe, nhamo ndeye munhu. Chinonzi munhu chese, wherever you go, whatever you do, uchasangana nenhamo, as what do you learn from it, so that you can apply the knowledge in the next life. Zvatawana Ketina kuti ndafara matara maida kuti unoza kutange relay song kumatapiwa kuti unotambidza munhu chimuti, but make sure chimuti chawamutambidza hachina minzwa. Andorunzwa. Because life is like a relay. Knowledge yamapasa pana ndatodzidzawo. Animaona. Zvandokupasa pana achatodzidzawo tichitungidzana misoro yedu nepfungwa dzinofunga zvakanaka tese. Then I think that Zimbabwe we are looking for, regardless of any other differences, will be able to be formed. But chikuru ndinoti vanhu ngatinamate pachokwadi, tisatedzere zvevanhu vasingatide. Munhu kana asingakude sometimes is how God is actually talking to you kuti hashamari, ini ndinotoda iwewe kupfuura uda kuti munhu yakuda anokuti ini rudo rwandokupa ukangotena kuseri kwacho ndokwaruri. But nekuti tinenge topererwa at the same time. Ukamboona munhu anoperera uye anobva apererwa ipapo kuti saka tapo haasi kundida, saka haangazvigare kwacho, handichatomboda, saka tendedza haasi kundida, saka hakusisina. No, that's not how it works. Shuga ikapera mumbawa inotenga imwe, anotenga imwe. Mafuta akapera mumbawa unotenga mamwe, anotenga mamwe. Wambogara here taipo chiranzi upfu wapera mumba saka achadya sadza bozi upfu wangu wandandina wapera. Unonotsvaka chimwe chibage wogadzira upfu. And the most important thing is just take good care of yourselves, guys. Wherever you are, whoever you are, make sure you enjoy the best moments in your life. Kutaura zvakawanda mumazimba macho itai kushoma. Whatever project you might be doing, whatever achievements you have, let people see, don't tell them.
Point taken.
Make sure paunozotaura watozviita, bozi ukangotaura nemuromo chete usati wazviita ka ma1 nekuti rima racho panyika rakanyanya. So chikuru kana nyange tikada kuronga zvada kuita ngomatapiyo pane munhu zotogona kudisclose zviri panapa, but you can find me. This is my page. No page yakatonzi conversation with Tenders. I have my own page where I talk about similar stuff, but I'm very much more open. Kana mukada uya umwe musikada Tenders yatitaure Ketina kana achida kuya anogona kungoya ngoti Tenders kwako kwatogona kutaura zvimwe zvacho kuya kwendauya manje kunhandare yako uchitambe mutambo wacho kuko.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm very open-minded for anything. I get caught up nechita work yangu chita artwork dzangu, but my life ndini chimbotry pano neapo, but I'm always coming to other platforms chiteerera. Ndinofanira kuteerera because ndakaona kuti zvinotondibatsira kunisara sika une magariro angu ini semuZimbabwe.
Okay, thanks, brother.
Right, thank you so much, Tenders. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. So you guys, I mean, definitely you can catch up, and if you want to go and discuss Kelvin, I don't know if you're familiar with Kelvin Tenders. Fire politics.
Oh, Kelvin Santana.
But yes, he's here in New Zealand. So anyway, thank you so much, guys, for joining us. This was just an introduction to this topic. One thing that we're going to do is we will be introducing this topic one more time sometime. No, I've got radio tomorrow, but we'll be reintroducing it again with the rest of the panel. I know people are at work and we came probably part-time. Most of the Zimbabweans are actually out. And we'll make sure that we'll come prepared. So we'll definitely be coming back.
But icharamba iripoka pa Facebook.
It's actually broadcasting on YouTube and Facebook. So it's both on Facebook and yeah. So it will be there.
That's fine.
It will be there.
Okay. Achazombotero zvadaitaura zvimeka sense.
Yeah, so we'll definitely bring it. We'll definitely bring it back. And Tonya soya takaita kuirongera chaizvo. And in closing, yes, I can see people might be hitting up on the politics. I hope my point was clear. Isupano from personal, because kurongeka as a person, to social. If I don't get organized socially, communal, my community, and then turn up with social justice, and then clearly the politics will be influenced as well. So shortcuts panapa. So you guys, if you want to go straight into politics, you go to other platforms. Don't come to KC. And not time yacho. And Kelvin, I know you're disappointed that I had to cut Tenders off. I do that quite a lot on this platform because Ndinoshanda Nenguva is 10:41 p.m. over here and I need to go to sleep. So I have to cut some conversations to fit in within the topic attached. And my apologies, Tenders, if that was a little bit out of but I have to take control of my platform sometimes, and that's how I do it. If people don't like it, I am sorry.
Akudzidza upere wangu indatodzidzawo kuti kana mumba musiri mako haudze munhu kuti toilet ndo yake chena hazvishande.
No, it's not like that. It's not like that. But as a host, you've got your own page. You can't please everybody, and you can't just let people kuti vaende nemasango and vaenda nesango. But sometimes inini ndikuziva zvandakanangana nazvo, and
yeah,
so
no,
I bring it back.
I don't feel any type of way about what you did because your intention here topic yako neurongo wezvese ndionoziva. Ini I just came as iwe ndiwe driver uri kuziva kwauri kuenda, ini toro passenger unangojambirochi bhazi paipai waiziva.
Wagona haiwa kujambira mabhazi, unoziva takabvira kure tichijambira mabhazi, yeah. So Chiera special, you know what? I won't apologize for that anymore. I think I'm done. Tenders, I'm all good. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And for those watching in from wherever you are, 10:41 p.m. in New Zealand, and I think UK, 11:40.
20 to 8, 20 to 9.
Kupi
20 to 9 in
ku
Melbourne.
Melbourne. Yeah.
Oh,
Saka, guys, I'll just say one or two things. Yeah, I just want to say one or two things before we close. Yeah, I think each and everyone at Ziza picked one or two things. Let's stay united. Let's help each other. Don't judge someone. And who are you to judge someone? Change yourself, not to force someone to change. Help those in need. You never know tomorrow, it might be you. That's all I can say.
Yeah, and also, guys, there's one thing I learned through my practice, Kuti. But not all about next time, no one will something similar. I'm gonna give credit to Tapiwa Akatara Zagati. I'm gonna give credit to Ketina Akatara Zagati. That's how they will come and find you. That's how you actually business card. Okay, I was in a conversation sis Ketina and Kuma Tapiwa, and they said brilliant things. Sis Ketina Akatara Zagati, and there was a scenario but you understand? Because Zaitka Pipe, there's a vanguard, to shout down block. You know, but itakurumza will shift from that to something else even better, even beautiful. And more. So I well done, guys.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
No, thank you so much, guys. I've just put a link up there, guys. Yaguti ndona pane vamboya pana pane mabachelors nemabachelors because vanhu vajara kuti ndongoya pana pozotaura zvekufimbana. You know what? Tinomboya nenyaya dziri serious pana. So for those who want to tune in to the www.radio54africanpanorama.com. It's a 24/7 radio live, and I am actually going to be your host. I'll be driving that radio tomorrow from 12 p.m. UK time. Kushikira, I think, I don't know when. It has to be at least 3 hours, so I might go on for like another 5 hours again. So thank you so much for tuning in. For those who don't know about our WhatsApp groups, I'll share the links again here. We've got the Bachelor and Bachelorette WhatsApp group. Just tune in to that one as well. And then we've got the Radio 54 fans group as well. Come there and chat with us. When I'm not on Facebook, that's where you find me, and that's where you find us. So God bless you guys, and thank you so much, Tapiwa, for coming in here and sharing all the bits and pieces. Let's hope you come and make it again next time.
Okay, cheers. Take care.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry I didn't get time to actually read out the comments, but we did show the comments per screen. Thank you, Saliwe. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Thank you. I'll catch up with you, Kuseri. Some of our admins, the Kuma group squad, will go, hey, Shaumanaga. All right.